and you look at your Google Chrome, it's mirrored. What's going on up there gets mirrored on your Chromebook or whatever you have. Okay? So again, I wasn't here, couldn't do it. That's not true anymore.
How do I join your Google Classroom? Because I got my school email file.
We'll make sure that gets done before you leave today. Okay, we're going to go to Google Classroom. There's a plus button in the right-hand corner. That's where you add. It'll ask you for this class code. Okay?
The test going to be on the phone?
No. All right. So today we are taking a major grade. Major grade means it is 50%, right? And since it is our first major grade, everything we've done is 50, and today's grade is 50. Monday, we're going to practice everything. Tuesday, we have a paper, work the problems, traditional test. Okay? Tuesday, you won't be here Monday? Okay. You'll miss the review. But we're no new information, just the review. Okay? You're solid on all this. So, all right. Again, you cannot tell me when it's time to turn things in. Well, I couldn't do it. I don't understand. You guys are on your way to high school. Every year you got to get more and more independent. You got to make sure that you know and you're getting what you need. Telling me at that time, that's just too late. All right, so, and these are more example problems. You've probably done them already. This is more about procedure than anything. So warm up, August 20. Oh my goodness, y'all. September is almost here.
Let's go. I forgot what month it is.
All right, so 1, I have a triangle. It's a 90-degree triangle. And I have a 9 and a 12. Right? This is going on our warm-up from this week. Should I add or subtract? Because I have both these numbers, because I have 2 legs, right? Since I've got the numbers for 2 legs, that means I've got to add. So I'm going to say 9 squared plus
9 squared, 81. 12 times 12 is 144.
So 81 plus 144 equals 220 squared. 220. And whether I'm doing distance or finding if it's a right triangle or not, or adding or subtracting, no matter what I'm doing, my last step is always to so the square root.
15.
C is equal to 15, right? No matter what I'm doing on all this, my last step is to find that square root. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so with 225, you got the square root.
You don't want 225. You want to know what number times itself gives me this. And on a lot of our problems today, it's going to be a decimal. It's going to be irrational because we're not going to have nice square numbers, okay? So you can use one of my calculators. Make sure you're rounding to the what place? One more. Hundredths place. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 says that the number stays. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 says the number goes up. All right. So let's say I have another triangle. It's 90 degrees. And I have a 13 and a 5.
The one that you didn't do the one.
I'm still going to do everything the same except for instead of adding, I got to subtract. Why?
Because it's not
Not too late. When you have that hypotenuse, that tells you to, right? So this time I'm going to say 13 squared minus equals B squared, right? It don't matter, right? If you want to put a flower in
Jose
there.
Toledo, please come to the front office. You're checking out. Jose Toledo to the front office.
Okay, 169, 25 minus 144. Square root. Again, no matter what I'm doing, my last step, take that square root. What can I multiply by itself?
20.
I still have a few people who are dividing by 2. The square root of 100 is not 50. Okay? When you get that square root, you either look at that number line, you got it on your number line, remember that one we glued into our, you've got from 0 to 400 on that one, or you use your calculator. Okay? Number line is preferable. Okay, what if I have three numbers, and I am pulling this off of your,
Can you do one with a decimal?
I will in just a second. 28, 53, and 45. And my question is it a right triangle? What am I going to do? How do you know to add the 45 and the 28? Greatest number is always your hypotenuse, right? 28 times 28. 784? Is that what you said? Okay. 784 plus 45 times 45 equals, what is 53 times 53?
2809.
2809. Alright, what's 4 plus 5? What's 8 and 2? Carry the 1. So what's 7 and 3? And 2. Are we sure on these numbers, guys?
I don't think so. Yeah.
784 and 1225 and 2809.
It's 1200. 2025. Not 1200. No, that's right. Are you sure? I just added it.
45 squared, 2025.
Oh.
You're right. Alright. So we got a 9. And we got a 10. And we got an 8. And we got a 2. So did I make a right triangle? If the numbers come out the same, my answer is yes, I have a right triangle. If my numbers come out different, my answer is no, I do not have a right triangle. Alright, then yesterday's. Now, none of you had any problems on your homework. You said you were golden.
What's the square root of 9?
3. Let's write that distance formula down. You're going to have to do some of that today. So let's make sure we have that formula. Write it down. Alright, so let's say that I have the coordinate point 3, 9, -2, 7. What's my x and my x?
3 and 2, -2.
So if I have 3 minus -2, I have 3 plus 2 squared plus, what's my y minus y?
9 minus 7.
97.
Remember, no matter what we're doing in all of this, we are taking that square root last. Alright, so I have, now why am I adding this time when the formula says to subtract? I'm subtracting a negative, and subtracting a negative means I add, right? 5 squared plus 2 squared, 25 plus 4 is 29. All right, Kiesha, here's going to be a decimal. So if you have mine, you're going to put in the 29 and hit that red button at the top, right? Now we're going to round to the hundredths place value. How many zeros in 100? 2. So that means we should have, behind our decimal, we should have 2 numbers, right? So what are my, when I punch this into the calculator, I get 5.38. All right, so 1 place back, 2 place back. What does this 5 say that 8 should do? So mine is approximately 5.39. Okay?
Explain that.
Our calculator gave us this number. We're rounding to the hundreds. 100 has 2 zeros. So I'm going 2 spaces back. That's the 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 says you round up. So my 8 becomes a 9. All right, you need a lined piece of paper for showing your work. And you have an answer sheet. Find out where they all went on to. Again, y'all are always trying to hide all my stuff so that I gotta find it. So let me see. Now you all gotta be like that. Alright. When you get done, your answer sheet, your lined piece of paper with your name on it gets stapled behind this one. Your answers go on here. Okay? Where are your problems?
On the wall.
On the wall. They are in pink, orange, and yellow. You may work with a partner. Again, what kind of grade is this? A major grade. Huh? Don't you want? Yeah, you can, but you can keep it. Yes. You can use your calculator. Yes. You do not have to do them in order. Okay. Stay by my desk.
You are fine. So you know? call me.
Turn it in before you leave, but if you want to use it while you're doing these problems,
So only the pink cards or all of the cards?
6.7.
right? I don't want. Look, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I don't want to see a group of people. You may work with a partner, but I don't want to see 8 people at one problem. So somebody's already there. Choose a different problem. Do not go to one where somebody's already at. Everybody's got to show me their work.